At the rim of Lunar Crater, we meet Rick Orndorff, a geomorphologist, and Gene Smith, a volcanologist. They'll give us an expert's perspective of the area's natural wonders.
Is the entire area the Lunar Crater Volcanic Field, or is this just this particular crater?
No, the entire area is the Lunar Crater Volcanic Field. It actually, this mountain right behind us is called Citadel Mountain, and the volcanic field extends from there all the way to the Black Rock Flow. So it's about 5 miles north-south, and probably an equal distance east-west. So it's a pretty large volcanic field. In fact, it's one of the largest volcanic fields in Nevada.
The landscape here has been described as otherworldly. In fact, it has been used as a training ground by NASA for lunar astronauts.
I always think about volcanic activity, volcanoes, as sort of, the science project version where there's the cone and the stuff is shooting out the top. What really happens?
Well, that's a very interesting question. It's a matter of magma being formed very deep in the earth, usually about 100 kilometers down, and the magma comes to the surface very quickly, at least in this sort of an eruption. You can get magma coming from 100 kilometers to the surface in a matter of days.
Days?
Yeah, and then just like water bubbling, the gas phase separates and you form large bubbles. And depending on how explosively these bubbles burst, that controls the type of volcanic eruption.
Like a Coke can.
Exactly.
Soda
yeah, you can
bubbles coming up.
And you probably have taken a Coke can and shaken it up and pulled the tab.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what happens.
I have.
So now with this structure here, what kind of explosion created this structure?
One of the things that you have to remember when you're looking at a landscape like this is that you have different types of volcanic events. You have events that are destructive, that destroy landforms, and you have other events that build landforms. When you look at the cinder cones around here, you're looking at a series of eruptions that release molten material that actually builds those structures. And other events like this, and like the explosion that occurred on the south side of Easy Chair Crater, actually blow up and destroy things that were previously in place. So we're just seeing sequences of superimposed processes, all related to volcanism.
A few different colors, bands going around there. What are we looking at?
Yeah, this is really a nice place to look at the layering or the stratigraphy inside the crater. The uppermost band is a basalt flow that erupted from a crater that you can see right behind that really nice mound cinder cone. It's called LC crater, and that flow is about 1 million years old. And then directly below it is another basalt flow, which is slightly older and erupted from the cone just above Rick's head in that direction over there, and that's about 2 million years old. And then the lower layer is a pyroclastic flow that's really old. It's about 20 million years old, and it just shows the layering in the crater, and we can use the layering to determine the relative age of events.